Well, hello everybody. How y'all doing? Hope everybody doing good. Got you on my little portable camera stand now. Anyway, I gotta go this way. Yeah, follow me. Here we go. Alright. Got some stuff in today I ordered. Also, ordered a carburetor for my big mower. And I'm gonna install it. I'm not out working today because, well, it's wet. And when I say it's wet, it is wet. So, anyway, haha, check it out. Nice. Got the carburetor, gaskets, got all that good old stuff. So let's get over this way. Alright, come on. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this now. Here we go. Come on this way. There we go. Maybe you'll see. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Alright. This way. Let's see. Oh, been a beautiful rain that we've had. I'm not used to having rain in the month of June. In fact, I'm used to it being so dry. I'm often wondering if I'm going to make it through the month of June. So, yeah, ain't quite different. Sorry about that. Alright, got that there, we got that there, that's good. Good. Got a new fuel pump. I'm not going to install that because I don't need it. Got my wonderful gaskets. Got a new shut-off valve for the fuel. Right over there. Really good. Got 2 new spark plugs, but I don't need them because I just installed my other ones. That is a small fuel filter. Yeah. That's very small. That'll probably be used on the small mower. So anyway. But, anyway. As I was saying. Yeah, I'm not used to all this other stuff. Wow, they even got a baby oil filter. Might actually be the one I need too. I had to go and find one that would fit. So yeah. But I don't need it right now, I've already changed oil on it. So I'm good. Okay, we'll get there. Double barrel. Wow, double barrel carburetor. Nice. I had no idea this was a dual carburetor. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I gotta get some traffic. You know, I just wanted to kind of bring up a few things. Maybe I'm the only one that's kind of noticing this. I don't know. But have you noticed there's a big change in the economy right now? And what I mean by that is, well, look at everything that's taking place. Our well, turn this off. There, turn off. Thank you. Anyway, what I mean by that is, you look at our society, look at everything that's happening. And I'm going to show you how this is going on too. But anyway, see everything that's happening in the society world. It gets depressing when you really look at it. And I try to stay focused on what I need to stay focused on and not on society in general. If that makes sense. So, anyway, that's why I work all the time. And that's why I just do what I do. And, you know, try to keep going in life, but at the same time, I'm not going to stress over it. I know people right now have been stressing over a lot of different stuff. A lot of stuff. And I feel bad for them. I really do. Just seeing in general what all they're stressing over. And I've learned to just put things aside. I've learned not to be so concerned about everything else. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. So anyway, where I was getting at is there's a lot of stuff in life that we go through, and you learn what you can and cannot fix. And you just gotta learn to move on with what you can't fix. And with what I see happening in society, I can't fix that. However, the only thing I can do to help with what's going on in society is actually just basically pray about it. And when I pray about it, then I leave it in God's hands, and I don't get concerned on it. If that makes sense. A lot of folks nowadays, they, I don't know, they don't seem to take God seriously. And that's a concern for me, for them. Because, where's that going to put them down the road? You know, for their future. And there's just a lot of different things. But in general, you know, things will get better. Something that I've noticed a big difference in, especially in the past, I want to say 15 years. And this is me personally saying that because I'm a musician. I do concerts, I do all that kind of stuff. And for the past 15 years, I've noticed that there's been a change in cultural music. It's all AI. And what I mean by that is, instead of the artist actually writing it themselves and putting it all together, they're relying on AI to take care of it all. Now, you know, people do what they want to do, that's fine. I'm not knocking that. But you don't have the musicians like you used to that actually took care of all the other stuff, as in writing the music and all that. So instead you rely on AI to write it. And that makes a difference in the way music results are coming out, and the atmosphere of that, and the message you receive. I'm not mocking them, I'm not saying nothing negative. But like for instance, the 90s, 80s and 90s, you had groups, soloists, and all that were great, great musicians. And they did some awesome work. Then you had, they died away. And when they died away, you never had that again. Which is sad for our economy in this generation that we have now. And so that's made a difference in the churches, and that's made a difference in the way we live our lives everywhere. And so what I think needs to happen is just a good revival. That's what I think needs to happen. But as you know, I'm a firm believer that if we got back with God one-on-one, then 100% of what's missing will come back to what we need in our life and our society. What we need. Because I think what's happened now is with all the technology, we are constantly being bombarded with news, with overcast of everything like that. We're constantly being bombarded with just headaches in general when it comes down to all the other stuff. Unlike the 80s and 90s, all you heard was news in the morning, news at night, and TV turned off. You didn't have internet news. You didn't have the Wi-Fi news. You didn't have news 24/8, I should say. What it feels like. So, again, it's just one of the things. And when you know, you know. That's all I can say. But until we get going with ourselves on this, and until we get ourselves back on track with God above, life's going to be different. So, anyway, that's my little short message for today. I don't know. Alright, so what you see here is the old carburetor right here. What was happening is I'd idle it, rev it up, and it'd just be like boom, 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 boom. And when I engage the blades and everything's going, it'd be perfect. But when I disengage the blades, I had a little issue of it just kind of pop, 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 pop. And I tried to adjust, everything on this that I could. So, anyway, my thinking is, maybe, and I could be wrong, but maybe this new carburetor will be able to handle and fix what needs to be fixed. That popping and everything else. Does that make sense? Or should I say, does that make sense? Anyway, yeah. Lot of gas. No lighting a match in here, let me tell you. Alright. So this is my pretty new carburetor. Ain't that pretty? It's a double barrel. Ain't that pretty? Prettiest thing I ever saw. A double barrel carburetor. I didn't know that was made for this. I had no idea. That's interesting. Okay. excited about this. I hope I'm doing the right thing. I don't want to mess up and then be like, ah, dang it. You know what I mean? We'll see. Remembering how it all goes. Well, I tell you what. It's been a while. Oh, that was my 10 millimeter ring. So I wasn't sure if I needed that. Okay, and that wires, here we go. I like that. Alright. Wow. There we are. Got the gas line hooked on. There we go. We're getting there. One more thing to hook up. We're trying to fire it and see what happens. Okay, a few more things to do. There you go. Anyway, I'm trying. Wonder how this is going to sound, how it's going to run. I'm excited to see. It's been a great mower. But you know, you get a couple of 1,000 hours on it. I like driving a vehicle with about 200,000-300,000 miles. You got to do some fixing on it to keep it, right? Yep. Well, same goes with the mowers. I like it. Sweet. was happening was with this old carburetor right here. This one, when I rev it up, it'd be like, without the blades engaged, it would be going like whoa, 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 like that. And yeah, trying to adjust that was like really difficult. So anyway, what I ended up having to do is, there you go, stay. Anyway, what I ended up having to do was just keep adjusting it, and then when I engage the blades, it run fine, just like this, runs fine. However, when you disengage the blades after mowing, they go pop, 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 pop. Then you try to bring the idle down, it's just pop, 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 pop. So I think, you know, this carburetor is factory. It's a stock. There's yeah, I'm going to keep it. I'm probably going to tear it apart, get inside here, rebuild, clean it, and just keep it as another backup. And I'm going to take this barrel off the bowl, clean all everything inside, probably have to replace this, I don't know, but I'll end up replacing this part. What I have to replace on the inside, I'll replace that. And I'm just going to keep this as a backup. Or if that carburetor goes bad, then I'll have this one ready to go. But a double barrel carburetor, that's unbelievable. But I'm so glad that this works. Yes, sir. That's nice. I liked it. Alright, well anyway, y'all have a good time. Sorry it's kind of boring, but you know, that's what I gotta do. So, alright, peace out, God bless.